Hello everybody, how's it going? We've got the new version. What are we up to now? 10.8. And as usual, you gotta download some extra stuff to complete the install. And the big thing, of course, is it's the beginning of a new season in the Roundup Championship. So last version, we concluded the season 1 with the 10th round, and we are starting fresh in the season 2. And with that, they announced that they are phasing out older rounds, so we don't get, I guess, too cluttered with too many rounds just hanging around. So I believe they are taking out like one round at a time, like in certain duration. So here we go. We got season 2 beginning, and victory points, the VP reward for round 1 of season 2 is gonna be the Ford Shelby GT500, the 2020 edition, not the old one. So this one is of course a gold car. So if you already have this car in your garage, your reward is, I believe, replaced by 100 gold instead of a new car. So yeah, either way, 100 gold is nice. And typically, I feel like victory point prize cars, yeah, they aren't usually the most expensive car in the game. So fair enough. And yeah, so here's the announcement about any leftover events from season 1. Start wrapping them up because they are phasing them out. So we'll let's see, you can access rounds in season 1 still, though earlier rounds will start disappearing soon. So we'll check into that after we go through this initial update overview, right? So complete any unfinished events and collect prizes from season 1 before these rounds disappear. And from what I understand, any unclaimed rewards are gonna be automatically just dumped to your accounts. So I don't know how they are gonna do. I can see the currency being just gonna thrown to you, but like the racer choice rewards where you get discount offer on cars or instant service offers on for a certain duration of time. Yeah, I don't know how they will work those out, but I guess they're not that like, I guess they're utility more so they're fine, whatever. Anyway, and of course, along with the 2022 Formula One season kicking off with this new round or new season, we have a brand new Ferrari SF Stradale. Like, this is like 1,000 horsepower new Ferrari, isn't it? With the hybrid drivetrain, all that. It's like a Ferrari's plug-in hybrid, although from what I understand, the electric side is still a little bit more assistive, assistive, as in, it's not like a Tesla or anything like that. Anyway, a brand new, unbelievable Ferrari prances into real racing. 3, make room in your garage for the incredible Ferrari F90 Stradale, which you can earn in a new 7-day special event, Hybrid Horsepower. So this is, I believe, the old-fashioned, I call it old-fashioned, but the sort of the original special event format, meaning there's only recommended PR. So I will be making my playthrough, trying to win this car with the minimal currency invested. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Maybe you can pick up this car for less than spending what's recommended or what they want you to spend. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, then of course, yes, the 2022 Formula One, we are kicking off in Japan. So yeah, so we're gonna be at Suzuka Circuit. So that's the kickoff for this season. The usual 10 teams, 20 drivers. I believe this season, I think it's similar in terms of the performance rating. They are kind of divided into maybe, I want to call it like 3 tiers, but it's like 3 tiers, and then there's Aston Martin that kind of sneaks between mid-tier and low tier. So yeah, we'll take a look at that in a bit when we get to check out the new car section. And then we got a couple of 90s Japanese classics, they call them. We got is that Subaru? Yeah, we got a Subaru Impreza SSB STI and the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution V1. Is that what we call it? Anyway, Real Racing welcomes 2 Japanese icons from 2 all-new manufacturers. Yeah, I get Subaru or Subaru, but Mitsubishi, never been a huge fan of Mitsubishi, because I feel like, what do they say? That's sort of the, like Mitsubishi Motors, typically in those like, like car companies, their car industry is their sort of their like pride and joy. Mitsubishi, not so much. I believe it's like their like heavy industry is their main thing, and I believe the car part is sort of like where the people from other parts of the conglomerate comes to kind of work their way up. So it's like a stepping stone in Mitsubishi, but I'm sure their cars are fine. Not to diss a manufacturer, especially a brand new one that's been introduced into the game. Anyway, then now Photo Mode Plus, this is where you get to move around physically with your device to get like different view on the cars, right? This was available on the iOS devices. Now they are making their way over to Android. Is that the idea here? Control the camera by moving your device and set up the perfect shot of your favorite car. Oh no, what they did with the iOS devices before was the walking around the track, right? Well, this one is more to do with the garage, getting different angles on your car to take different pictures, which is cool. Access this new beta feature by entering photo mode in the garage and tapping the new Photo Plus button. So it's not the in-race camera. It looks like it's only for the in-garage. All right, and then time trial competitions. Of course, we got the Formula One time trial competition. That's to be expected, right? I'd assume it's going to be at Suzuka, since that's where we're winning the car at. So tuning setup will be, set up for that circuit. And then we got 911 Gt2 Rs Time Trial. So we got the, 3 911 GT2s. GT2 RSs, right? 2 Club Sport versions, and the one in the back is just the regular RS, or GT2 RS. And some limited series for, looks like the 2 new ones, the Japanese Mitsubishi and Subaru, are gonna be in limited series format. A bit of a grinder, and a return of Lamborghini Diablo SV. So that's an older car in the game, and that's sort of the Lamborghini's 90s icon, isn't it? So anyway, they call it you get to win a hoard of gold. We'll see about that. we generally have to spend more to win those. But these cars shouldn't be terribly expensive. I mean, the new SF90, new Ferrari, is going to be the expensive one. Formula One cars obviously are going to be motorsport dollar cars. And then yeah, and then we get a couple of flashback events. One for Koenigsegg 121. That was a fun event. I'll put my original playthrough of both of these events. I think I have both of them on my channel. Mazda Ferrari Rising. I think I have that on my channel. It's been a long time. I'm fairly certain 121 is on my channel, but anyway, I'll have those playlists listed in the description of this video below. And we get a couple of new exclusive series featuring the cars from the last version, namely the GT Black series from Mercedes-AMG, which we got that nice upgrade discount offer while the event was running. So mine is fully upgraded, so I will have access to that series, along with Porsche 911 Gt2 RS Club Sport 25, which is also, we had that nice upgrade offer on the car. So yeah, so that was kind of nice. So I wonder if they're gonna have that happening again in this new format, because from what I understand, Ferrari SF90 Stradale, this car is, I believe, the very first car, well, the hybrid horsepower, the new special event is the new one, or the first one in the new this season, round one. However, this car is featured in the second week of weekly time trial competition. So I am wondering if they're gonna offer us a car discount as well as the upgrade discount on this guy, which means you know, it's hard to resist fully upgrading these the cars that are offered those kinds of deals. So yeah, I am gonna recommend that you guys wait first week. Don't get started right away. Give it a week, you know, so that way you don't have to struggle to find that extra gold to afford these cars, but instead you will be able to afford, you know, cheaper upgrades if they kind of continue to offer us that same kind of let's say upgrade calendar or discount calendar. Right. So I mean, nothing's guaranteed, but I think it's worth the wait, because it was like a clockwork in the last version, which is how I got both of these cars fully upgraded and get to win these cars with a nice discount, you know, essentially. All right, so let's check out the new cars. And there's a discount offer on this beautiful McLaren 650S GT3, but I already have this car in my garage, so no thank you. And sure, let's download the remaining assets here. And hooray to G5 network. I think it's reasonably fast. Thank you very much. And there it is, SF90 Stradale, the new Ferrari. Now this car, let's look at the release notes on this. So base PR, as you can see here, starts at 74, goes up to 89.7. And the car, if you're to buy it outright, will cost you some 800 gold. And yeah, it's locked until you complete the special event hybrid horsepower. By the way, speaking of the hybrid horsepower, it is the first special event. So as soon as you download it, it will start right away. It'll be available right away. I shouldn't say it starts right away. It's a 7-stage event. And for completing it, you get to win the car plus 125 gold. So that's a fair bit of rewards in currency, which makes you wonder how much it's gonna cost to run through this event, right? And 300,000 racing dollars and 10,000 victory points. Now that's a big prize in itself, the victory points. So yeah, I will most likely wait first week and see if they offer us upgrade discount offer on this guy, because you know, if we can take advantage of that, then that's yes, that's nice. Anywho, then let's check out the spec. 340 kph top speed, 2 seconds. Holy cow, that is quick for acceleration. And this is base spec, and as you put upgrades on, it's only gonna improve, right? Braking distance 27.4 meters. The grip is 1.37 G, which I feel like might feel a little slippery on this guy, especially, I mean, I'm thinking with the acceleration at 2 seconds, I'm expecting it to behave somewhat similar to like Evija Lotus, which is of course fully electric. This one's a hybrid, but yeah, that's gonna pack a punch on that acceleration. All right, and then we got, of course, 10 new 2022 season Formula One cars. So we got Alpine, which is base PR at 115.7. I believe this is a mid-level, and they're all worth 2.5 million motorsport dollars, by the way. And yeah, so spec-wise, 312 kph top speed, 2.07 seconds for acceleration, 16.5 meters for braking distance, and 2.92 G for grip. So that's the mid-tier PR, and the top tier is going to be 0.2 PR point higher, like, of course, Red Bull Racing. Right, so this season, of course, we got Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez racing for Red Bull. Right, and let's see, how are the specs comparing? Faster top speed, better acceleration, same braking distance, and grip wise 0.01 G higher on Red Bull Racing. Now we should have Ferrari, oh no, AlphaTauri. All right, so once again, back to the mid-tier team here. 115.7 PR for base PR. Let's compare it with Alpine, which was the first one that we looked at, 312 kph. So same top speed, and the acceleration is 2.05 seconds compared to 2.07 seconds on Alpine. So there are slight variations to specs here. And then, of course, AlphaTauri and Red Bull Racing are essentially the same team, right? So, yeah. 16.8 meters for braking distance here, and 16.5 meters for Alpine. So better braking distance on Alpine than AlphaTauri, but AlphaTauri does have a better acceleration. And let's check out the grip. I'm expecting it to be identical. Yeah, 2.92. So, all right. Yeah, with enough variety in here, it's going to be interesting. All right, here's the Ferrari F175. All right, so top speed 311, acceleration 2.0 seconds, 16.2 meters for braking distance, and the grip up 2.94 G. So let's compare this Ferrari with Red Bull Racing. So Red Bull, faster top speed, same acceleration, and the braking distance better on the Ferrari, and the grip also higher by just 0.01 G, but nevertheless higher. So, you know, the Ferrari here is a little bit more of a, I guess, gripper than the Red Bull Racing, being more of a, sprinter, if you want to call it that way. And then, of course, the last or the third of the top tier is the usual Mercedes-AMG, right? And let's see, we got George Russell, right? Now replacing Bottas, and of course Lewis Hamilton. So now I wonder if we get to have these cars have that issue this new car design caused at the, I don't know, is this still going on? Because I feel like it's been like haunting these racers for a very long time at the earlier part of the season, where the car just basically kind of bumps up and down because of the aerodynamic configuration. That if I remember correctly, Red Bull Racing did not have as much of an issue, which helps, because you're already dealing with a lateral G of incredible amount, and if your car's bouncing up and down on top of that, then that could be, if nothing else, extremely distressing. Anyway, W13 Mercedes-AMG. What do we got? 311 kph for top speed. So top speed is similar to, identical to Ferrari, so a little bit slower than Red Bull Racing. And 2.03 meters for braking distance, which acceleration, which is slightly better than Ferrari. And Red Bull Racing, look at that. So it is the one with the quickest acceleration, and then 16.5 meters for braking distance. So that is a little bit on a longer end. No, not so much. Same as Red Bull Racing. And then 2.94 G for the grip. So that's same as Ferrari, which means it's going to be slightly better than Red Bull Racing. I say slightly, I mean really, sliver. So, all right. And then we got the low tier, the bottom tier, right? Haas Vf22. We got 115.5 base PR to start off. Lower top speed, 309 kph. Slower acceleration, 2.1 seconds. Longer braking distance, 17.1 meters. And lower grip, 2.9 G. All across, spec-wise at least, car is, inferior to in this competition. So as a driver, you have to, I guess, compensate. And alongside the bottom tier, we got another team here, Alfa Romeo, right? C42, where Valtteri has now migrated over to replace his fellow Finn racer, the legendary Iceman himself, right? So anyway, at least these guys have a top speed of 314 kph. So, yeah, Alfa Romeo, I feel like they've always had a competitive top speed. 2.05 seconds for acceleration, all right, and 16.8 meters for braking distance, and 2.91 G for grip. So compared to Haas, how are we faring? Better top speed, better acceleration, better braking distance. However, I guess better grip as well. So across the board, it is a better car. And then do we have Williams now? No, McLaren, another mid-tier, right? MCL 36. Let's see, we got Daniel Ricciardo, right? Along with Lando, right? For McLaren this season. And the top speed 312 kph. All right, so that's competitive, right? 2.06 seconds for acceleration, 16.5 meters for braking distance, and 2.93 G for the grip. So how does that compare with, let's say, its competition, which was the AlphaTauri 312? Yeah, they're fairly comparable. I mean, slightly slower than AlphaTauri for acceleration, but and of course we had the Alpine 312, similar story here. So yeah, these specs, I feel like I'm maybe better off just putting together a little spreadsheet and, you know, posting it on the community page to make the comparisons. So I think that'll be better, you know, information will be better transferred, or yeah, better presented that way. So we'll do that. But since I'm already talking about it, this is the one team that has its own did I say Alpine has its own tier? No, it's the Aston Martin, of course. 115.6, so it's not the bottom tier. It's not the mid tier. It's kind of in between. Mid-bottom tier, I guess. Top speed, 312 kph, 2.05 seconds for acceleration, 16.5 meters for the braking distance, and 2.91 G for grip. So it's lower grip is where this car is knocked down a 0.1 PR point, it looks like. And then finally, Williams Racing FW44, 314 kph for top speed. So in terms of top speed department, this car is definitely competitive. 2.09 seconds for acceleration, so that is where it's kind of lacking. And 17.1 meters for braking distance, so that also is little I don't know if that you might feel that if you're coming right after you race like the likes of Ferrari or Mercedes-AMG. But also the 2.9 G for grip is gonna demand a little bit more from the driver. All right, and then we got some new road cars. Of course, Mitsubishi Motors Lancer Evolution VI, or should we call it 6, Roman numerals, right? And let's see, how much is this car? This car is, if you are to buy it outright, it is worth, come on, where are you, information? All right, so this car's worth 300 gold. As you can see, base PR 5.3 is where it starts. Maxes out at 22.9. All right, so it's gonna be fairly, you know, like more affordable car, let's say. And this is a limited series car, which means you have to, you know, meet the PR requirement, pay into it. And the car is 300 gold worth, and the limited series featuring this car for us to win, it's gonna pay out some 25 gold. So my anticipation for the cost is gonna be, let's see, about 160 gold, 160, 170 gold is my prediction on the cost of ownership for this car, at least to complete the limited series to win this car. And all right, looks like a road car, right? Spec wise as well. And then next, the final new car, Subaru Impreza 22B STI version. All right, so this car is worth, once again, 300 gold, base PR 5.4. So very similar to Mitsubishi that we just looked at. Maxes out at 23.1. And is the limited series payout gonna be the same here? Yep, 25 gold, some 60,000 racing dollars through limited series. So I'm anticipating this car will most likely cost fairly comparable with the upgrade cost, about 160, 170 gold. And then both cars are featured in the same bonus series. the new bonus series in season 2, 90s Japanese icons. So in that series, we get to take out the old Civic Type R, the Honda, and Integra Type R alongside these two new cars. So there's some 52 gold to be won, and considering that the PR requirement for that new bonus series is 22.3, I believe only the new cars can pull that off. So that is that. So that is all the new stuff, and looks like the daily race for Formula 1 2022 season is gonna include Monza now. So that's good. Monza's fun. I feel like that went away for a couple of seasons, and now it has returned. So it's time to, I guess, well, I gotta spend some motorsport dollars first. so make my race worthwhile. I don't know. I guess I will burn them on some Formula E cars, I guess, since those are the only cars that I still have yet to purchase with the motorsport dollars. All right, at least on this account, that is. And then, yes, let's check out the season 2. So, of course, we got the weekly time trial. And this week, to start off, we got Ferrari 250 GTO. So these are going to be sort of a classic endurance GT car weekly time trial. So along with Ferrari 250 GTO, we got Chevy Corvette Grand Sport and Chevy Camaro Z28 Racing featured in this week's time trial. And then, as I said, the first special event is the one that features the new Ferrari SF90 Stradale, where the payout is quite handsome. So 7-day event or 7-stage event, special event with the recommended PR only. And then, of course, the first limited series is the one that features the classic Diablo SV. So that's that's a fun car. You know, nostalgia is strong with that one. And then we get Porsche 911 GT2 time trial as the next event, followed by the 2022 Formula 1 season opener, right? And all right, so payout wise, 7,800 victory points. I think that's comparable to last season, right? And prize include a new Formula 1 car, 50 gold, 250,000 motorsport dollars. However, they're not mentioning any what do we call that thing? Tuning setups. I wonder what that means. That is different. Does that mean they're just going back to the usual, like you have to purchase upgrades again? Just about when we're getting settled in with the one system, they switch things around. I am curious because of the lack of what should we call it? The tuning setups. You know what? Here, let's check in here, because today's daily race we get to check out the new Formula 1 cars. I guess you cannot race any of them. You have to buy them? Really? So we cannot even get started on this right away? I thought daily race they used to let us loan these cars or use it as a loaners to start building up, driver XP and whatnot. But don't mind me. Never mind. That's disappointing. Is that all same for? Yeah, of course it is. All 3 events. Why would they do that? That's a disappointing. Anywho, that is what to expect in Formula 1 event. That's strange. For sure. Yeah, so Formula 1, there is no say in tuning setups unless we are reusing the tuning setups from last year. Because sure, yeah, why not, right? I mean, tuning setups, tuning setup. We purchased it last year. Why do we have to repurchase? I don't know. Maybe some of you guys who did not race in the last season can, you know, if you get a different rewards, if your rewards include tuning setups, then maybe you can correct me on this one. But all right, so no tuning setups this time around. Fine by me. Okay, we'll make do. Anywho, then a flashback event, one-on-one, featuring Koenigsegg 1-1, of course. So if you don't own this car already, then your rewards will be different. Obviously includes the car, 110 gold, and 160,000 racing dollars, and 5,000 victory points. So aside from victory points, I believe that's like the comparable to the original rewards, although I have a feeling it might be a little bit less. Generally, that's the way it works in flashback events. But in my case, or for those of you guys who already own this car, recommended PR event once again. But mine is fully upgraded, so it should be a breeze. 25 free gold. Thank you very much. Hopefully, you guys can win the car. As I said, I'll post my playthrough from the original playthrough in the description box below. So if you guys want to know how difficult or how easy it was, yeah, you can check it out. And then up next we got a Formula 1 time trial. So they are paying out 1,200 victory points, not 1,000. So don't miss out on that for sure. There'll be some gold rewards handed out as well for, you know, whatever rank you end up in. All right, and then we get the Mitsubishi Lancer limited series. So this, you know, limited series, it runs for a week, you know, if you start. And then you get to win the car, the usual 5,250 victory points, 25 gold in this car, and 60,000 racing dollars as rewards. And the other flashback events, Ferrari Rising, featuring Mazda Ferrari. Fry. Don't fry your engine. Yes. 5,000 victory points, 25 gold, 25,000 racing dollars for those of us who already own this car. If you don't own it, you get to win the car, 100 gold and 100,000 racing dollars. So different rewards for those who have completed event versus who have not. Anyway, and then final event of the round 1 of season 2 is gonna be the other Japanese manufacturer, Subaru Impreza 22B STI limited series. Kind of similar, comparable to that of Mitsubishi, right? So 5,250 victory points, 25 gold, 60,000 racing dollars. Now, they did mention rounds expiring, and there it is. So first 3 rounds of season 1 are kind of staggered to expire. So if you haven't completed any of those rounds, it's time to, I guess, get going or let it go. Round 1 is going to be the first one to go. 41 days. Okay, so that's same as how long this current round is running, right? Yeah, 41 days, 16 hours and change for the round 1 of season 2. So yeah, so round 1 of season 1 will expire when round 1 of season 2 ends, right? As in, it'll disappear from the game. So if you have any events that you must finish, here they are, that the events that were available. So yeah, and then of course the rewards. Yeah, I know I picked up some, didn't pick up some others. So yeah, there you go. And then round 2, I think it's a 935 yeah, limited series, I am 93% complete. So I will wrap that series up and yeah, get this round over, packed up, sent away, right, before it expires. And yeah, I got a lot of prizes to collect in this round. I mean, I only collected the cars. So, all right. So, time to collect, right? And that one expires 55 days later. So that's like halfway into the round 2 of season 2, I'd expect. And then round 3 expires in some 69 days. So I'm expecting that to be when the round 2 expires in season 2. And this one I actually 100% completed. And here are the events from the season 1 round 3. We had some Formula 1 events, a couple of them. Some race day events, the older ones. And right, La Voiture Noire was the fancy one from that round. Right, and then the rewards. Yeah, I didn't collect any of these. Oh, except for one Racer's Choice reward for some reason. I used that. Yeah, I don't know. So those are the ones expiring, and I'm sure with the round introduction of round 2, season 2, they will probably stagger next set of rounds from season 1 expiring. But for now, that's that. And here, victory points. So yeah, my victory point reward, the grand prize, is just 100 gold, because as I said, I already own that Shelby GT500. So, all right, not as exciting, but hey, I will never turn down an opportunity to win free gold, right? So anywho, there you have it. And let's check out do we have a new, yeah, there we go, season 2 with the 2 new bonus series featuring the new cars and some old cars. So there you go. All right, so thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys found some useful information from it, and then we'll catch you guys in the next video. All right, take care.